What's going on, guys? Uncle Buzzard here, bringing a brand new episode of Proton. And in today's episode, first I'd like to show you around some of the things that I have done in the Riverside Village. We made a second house, which I feel came out pretty much the same as the first, because that was the goal. So, it met its goals. That's good. I made a couple of bridges. We got one over to this side and one over to the windmill. And we also have a cow pen that I'm going to show you in just a little bit when it comes into focus on the screen. It is right to our right. Okay. It's fairly barren. I still have food problems. I need to breed these things up pretty much ASAP, but the point is, we are not actually gonna be working on this area today because I feel like I'm getting a bit bored of it, and I also have some ideas to kind of cover this entire island with villages. So I'm going to work on the second one, and this is going to be kind of a not like a quaint little village like the other one was. Instead, we are going to be making a big kind of metropolis style thing. And if you can tell by the last two items in my inventory, which are marble and red stained clay tiles, we are basing it on ancient Rome. And so yeah, it's gonna look good. I've already set up a little mini station with some chests, furnaces, and crafting tables over at the area we are going to be working. So that's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna get the foundation set up with the marble, and I will come right back to you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and as you can see, we have a little bit of polished marble going around. We got like a door frame and stuff, and now I'm just working on the pillars or the polished marble on the sides of the building. But you know, mostly mostly the framework is complete, but we're just gonna pillar up on each side. I'm taking a bit of fall damage, I'll be honest, but I think it came out pretty good. Now we gotta fill the walls in with regular marble. I chose not to use the marble bricks in this scenario, and I'm pretty sure that that was a fairly good idea, because I don't think that it really fits in a Roman theme for whatever reason, like the bricks, and so I decided let's just use regular marble, polished marble, and of course the red stained clay tiles, which I'm gonna add in just a bit later. Anyway, let me do some more progress, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so we got a little more progress done on the framework. I'm currently turning the tiles into slabs because we are going to make an awning. But as you can see, I've added some windows in. I think it works fairly well. Yeah. The marble, I really like the look of it. It's more futuristic or modern, but I there's nothing to say that it doesn't work here either, I don't think. And so we're just going to basically bring this awning down a little bit. I have actually a bit of lore with about the village. Basically, you may or may not have heard of like the Phoenician purple dye. Well, I'm thinking that whatever this village is, I'm gonna kind of make it so that the Roman village only are the only ones who know how to make red dye, and they make it using beetroot. So we're gonna have like a lot of beetroot farms. It's gonna be just a bit more agricultural than some of the other villages, but it's not to sustain themselves, it's to kind of start an economy. Anyway, as you can see, I'm making an awning, and I think it really adds the style of building we're going for. So we are just going to place that down and break this one. Anyway, the awning I feel looks pretty good. I decided to use marble walls to kind of be scaffolds for it. I think that works. Anyway, there's a huge part of the build that I forgot to do on camera, sadly enough, so I'm going to have to work on that just a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to do just a bit more work on the structure and maybe a little on the interior, and I will come back to you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and I'd say that the actual structure looks pretty decent. We've got a first floor and a second floor now. The windows are all in place, and they're looking pretty snazzy. We are gonna put some red stained glass there, but all in due time. The next part of this build is going to be a little cabin and on top of the roof, and this is going to kind of act as the very top of the build. It's going to be where we have like a sloped roof there, and then we have kind of the rest of it is going to be flat with which also will act as a balcony for whoever lives in the cabin up top. So anyway, I actually don't know very much about Roman or classical architecture, but so I'm not sure if this really turned out Roman. It doesn't really look it to me, minus the color scheme, but you know what? That is completely fine. We are working with our own colors and shapes here, so it's not Rome. It's whatever we decide to name this village. It's definitely based on Rome, but I don't know. So here is where I realize that what I'm doing is not gonna work. So yeah, I move it back one. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I need to go to sleep, and then I will work on it a bit more. So as you can see, we have a little bit of the beginning up on there. Just a couple of pillars, but we have to move the pillars because they're not in the correct proper places that they need to be in. Just saying. Um, so we're just gonna move them one over. It's kind of on the same level as the back wall, but I think that works. You're not gonna see it very much from the back, and actually, I built a second Roman house that you can see from my limestone village from the back, but it still looks decent. I know that much. Anyway, I'm filling in the walls, but we're almost ready to show you the final product because we're one marble short, and I need to fix everything up, and I will see you in a second. And here we are. Yeah, I'd say this looks pretty good. I think that the red stained glass that we put in the windows, it really adds something. As does the final red roof on top of that, and we have a little balcony here with the marble walls connecting just everything up. Anyway, I have to get a few things prepped because I need to build a second Roman house. So let's get started on that, and I will roll the time lapse. Bye. And check this out. I am actually back in the limestone village because you can kind of see the buildings of the Roman village over there from afar, and they're looking pretty nice over there. So let me just get a bit closer so you can see a bit more. But I think it turned out pretty well. you can probably tell I'm having a food issue, and I've been actually kind of killing myself to get more food. That's something we need to solve ASAP, as I said before in the intro. But we're back in the Roman village. I can already notice that one of the um windows is in the wrong place, so I'm gonna fix that. But overall, I'd say we did pretty well. I think that these houses really work, and not everything is going to be this one house design. I mean, Roman architecture is a lot more interesting than this. I'm gonna have like a villa. I'm gonna have aqueducts. It's just gonna look really cool. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in a little bit. Peace.